I think.
Hi, how are you?
Very good. How are you?
Very good.
Last session was very good. Shashank and Ashik.
Yes, that quite went very well. Hi, Pankaj, how are you? I would request everybody, when Shri Nitin ji is speaking, we will keep our video as well as our audio off. So only once his speech is done, then we will put on the video and the audio.
Hi, I'm just checking if I'm audible.
Yes.
Okay. So, ma'am, I would say just one line and then I'll invite you to give a few lines about Mr. Gadkari, right?
Sure.
Okay.
Hello, good morning. Are we waiting for someone to start the program or what?
Yes, we're just waiting for Mr. Sir to come, which
Okay.
is going to be in another minute or so, and then we will start this. Yes.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
So he's just coming in a minute. We'll now need to go on video off and be on mute. Just for the time that he's speaking. And then once he's done speaking, then we'll be video on and unmute to talk to him.
Hello. Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, just yeah.
Yeah, Amol.
आ रही मेरी आवाज नहीं आवाज आ रही है?
बिल्कुल आ रही है सर।
हाँ, अब शुरू करिए, नो प्रॉब्लम।
Scan.
We now move on to the most awaited discussion of the event, and we would like to invite Shri Nitin Gadkari ji, Honorable Minister for Road Transport and Highways and the Minister of Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises, Government of India, to grace the occasion. And before he begins, may I please request Ms. Ritu Maria, Editor-in-Chief, Entrepreneur, Media, Asia Pacific and Franchise India, to speak a few words about Gadkari ji.
A very good morning and a warm welcome to the 10th Small Business Conference and Awards here today. We are very honored to have our chief guest, Shri Nitin Gadkari ji, the Minister of Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises, and also the Minister for Road Transport and Highways, to be joining us here today for this virtual occasion. Much as we would all like to meet each other in person, this is the reality of our times, and this is how we must meet and get to know each other and also to conduct our business. The theme that we have lined up for Small Business Conference here today is anti-fragility. And this is how all businesses, small businesses, should be working towards to become more robust, to become more strong in the face of all kind of volatility and stress they are likely to face as we are coming slowly but surely out of this pandemic. So this can probably only happen if the small businesses, they are able to sort of take the power of technology for their best use, digitization, good compliance and governance, which would help to keep their sustainability of small businesses up and going. I would now like to request our Minister, Shri Nitin Gadkari ji, our chief guest, to kindly share today how the government is going to empower small and medium businesses in the days to come, and also help them to become much stronger and more robust and less dependent on the ecosystem for any kind of ill wills, and they are able to find their strength. As Nitin ji has always said, that politics is an instrument of socio-economic transformation, and it is his mission to contribute as much as possible towards this noble cause. So, sir, I would really request if you can enlighten the small and medium businesses present here today in this virtual conference in terms of how government is going to support them in times to come. Over to you, sir.
Thank you. Namaskar. Thank you very much. Gaurav Maria, Chairman, Franchisee India. Ritu Maria, Editor-in-Chief, Franchisee India and Entrepreneur Media. Panish Peke, Managing Director, Small Business, Cisco India. Aman Jain, Head of Government Affairs and Public Policy, Google Cloud. Animesh Saxena, President, Federation of Indian Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises. Harshil Mathur, CEO, co-founder of Rajopi. Sachindra Nath, Executive Chairman and Managing Director of GRO Capital. Pankaj Makkar, Manisha Lunia, Pravan Basin, and all dear friends. First of all, I am giving my all best wishes to the entrepreneurs, those who are receiving awards. In Indian economy, the role of micro, small industries is very important. Presently, our MSME contributes in GDP 30%. My target is to take it up to 40%. We have export, out of which 48% is from MSME. Our target is to make it up to 60%. And the third important thing is this small scale industries area particularly create employment potential. Up till now, we have created 11 crore jobs. And our idea is to, for the next 5 years, we want to create 5 crore jobs. And that is the most important. The people who are wealth creator, at the same time, we need to create employment creator. And that is the need of Indian economy. As far as the village industries turnover is concerned, it is 88,000 crore. You always have a impression that particularly the development in MSME and industrial area is particularly the more percentage of development in urban centric area. Now the rural and agriculture, tribal and 114 aspirant district is the highest priority for the government. At the time of 47, our 85% of the population belongs to rural and agriculture India. But 30% population is migrated. And one of the reason is we need to develop good agriculture, agro-processing industries, fruit, vegetable processing industries. And at the same time, we need to create Khadi Gramodyog, handloom, handicrafts, and village industry on the basis of raw material available in the agriculture, rural and tribal area, forest area. And for example, I'm giving you example of coir. Now we are planning to develop jute and coir industry. I'm trying my level best to create to using of jute and coir in road construction, because that is going to increase the strength of the road. And the Chennai IIT has already given some presentation to me, and on the basis of that, we are trying to taking more use of coir and jute in the road construction. The most important thing is we are making crash barriers, and my idea is to using of bamboo. Bamboo is a very, very hard fiber. So in place of steel rod, we will use the bamboo. In 1 meter depth, we will fix that bamboo in concrete, making drilling of bamboo, and we will use rope of jute and coir, by which we can get that type of effect which we need on the road and the time of road accident. So exactly the IIT and engineering college are working on that model. The first important thing is related with the industries to improve the credit flow, the transaction-based funding and credit guarantee program. Now we are pursuing to the banks. The banks have got the turnover, bank turnover, GST turnover and income tax turnover. On the basis of that, they can make the credit rating. And on the basis of the credit rating, they can immediately sanction the loan. And this is very important. At the same time, innovation, entrepreneurship, science, technology, research, skill, and successful practices. We name it as a knowledge. And conversion of knowledge into wealth is the most important thing. We used to use different technology, innovation, and research in the industry. For that reason, we have technology centers, tool rooms. The 18 centers we have. Now we have decided to privatization of these technology centers because I am not satisfied about their performance. And we are now giving these centers to good industries, successful industries, export-oriented industries, to industries association, IIT, engineering colleges, those who are ready to run all these technology centers. We are now decided to give them opportunity for running these centers. The technology improvement is very important. At the same time, we need skilled manpower. And the skilled manpower is very, very important. By this technology center and tool rooms, we want to make research, upgradation in technology, designing of new products, and at the same time, make the skilled manpower. So that is exactly the motive behind it. Regarding the reforms of government, we have taken a lot of steps regarding labor laws reform, GST, e-governance, agri-sector reforms, production link incentive to promote manufacturing and social infrastructure. At the same time, we are supporting industry by giving them special incentives. We changed the definition of MSME, and that is also very important. Regarding the development of infrastructure, project execution, funding and Greenfield Express Highway we are making for reducing the logistic cost. I am giving an example. There is a red tapeism in the system. So we have taken decision to 100% take the decision within 3 months in any scheme. In Spurti, just 3-4 days before, we have opened 50 Spurti clusters, creating job for 44% skilled manpower where they are getting the job from that Spurti projects. We are making that projects in all over the states, and that is exactly now we decided to timeline for the sanctioning of the Spurti Yojana. We are also in the different Yojana. I already given task to my ministry that take it clear before 3 months. I don't want to listen any reason for that. So we are pursuing the thing to make it more transparent, time-bound, result-oriented, and corruption-free. At the same time, I know that our automobile industry is very important. Presently, we have turnover of 4,50,000 crore. We are already sanctioned the scrapping policy. Then we are taking lot of decision related with the scrapping policy, by which we will get rubber, plastic, steel, aluminum, and copper with a very, very reasonable cost. We are planning for making of automobile clusters for scrapping the car, trucks, and two-wheelers, and by which also on the port side, where the draft is 18 meter, our idea is to develop industrial cluster on that area, and we will take all the bhangar of the world, automobile bhangar, and coming to the port and using it for scrapping and make it automobile components from that. The presently our export is 1,45,000 crore. We are moving towards ethanol, methanol, biodiesel, bio-CNG, electric, LNG, and at the same time hydrogen fuel cell. The electric vehicle is not a dream now. We have electric buses, electric car, electric scooters, and now we are expecting electric trucks. And just we are going to now inaugurate electric tractor also. So the way in which the electric is moving, the lithium ion battery is very important. We have already started research on lithium ion battery. 81% of the battery part is now making in India, and we are trying to make it 100% in India. The second thing is development of zinc ion, steel ion, aluminum ion, sodium ion, and air ion. We are working on that. At parallelly, we are going to develop the battery technology and chemistry for that. At the same time, hydrogen fuel cell, our research is going on. I am confident that we will get a result as early as possible. The most important thing which I want to request you, just 8 days before we have launched tractor on bio-CNG. Now we can make bio-CNG from Parali. We can make bio-CNG from organic waste. We can make the conversion of waste into wealth, the solid waste management and liquid waste management, by which we will get methane and bifurcate methane from CO to get bio-CNG. Our idea is we want to use our agriculture for making of ethanol and bio-CNG. 100% that can be import substitute, cost effective, and pollution free. You just understand this problem. This is very important. Presently, we have import of fossil fuel of 8 lakh crore. And next 5 years, our demand will go up to 18 lakh crores. Now, this is the time for the country to make it ethanol from rice, from corn, from food grain, from sugarcane juice, from molasses, from BEV molasses, by which we can make ethanol economy presently of 20,000 crore. We can make it of 2 lakh crore. We have already the bikes on 100% bioethanol. The TVS and Bajaj has already launched their products. So now we are planning to make ethanol pumps. So this can going to help to our agriculture, rural and tribal area to create more employment potential. It is import substitute, cost effective, and pollution free. I am giving you the example of the Cowden paint. It is very good. You just come to my office and my conference room, the paint is there. The enamel paint and distemper is equally good, certified by the world testing laboratories. It is proved to be better than the paints available, good brand paints available in the market. And the rate is half of the price, by which we can offer the cost of 5 rupees per kg for Cowden. It is going to resolve the economic problem in the rural area. My target is to make everywhere one industry of paint, making distemper and oil paint in every village. We have 6,50,000 villages. We have to think about villages. Village is very important. We need smart city, but even smart city, we need smart villages. And for development of smart villages, at least we have 2 to 3 industries in the village, by which we will create employment potential in the area. So our emphasis is on the how we can develop MSME, small scale industries in the village area, rural area, agriculture area, tribal area, 114 aspirant district, to encourage Khadi Gramodyog. The 88,000 crore, which of Khadi Gramodyog, we want to make it 5 lakh crore in 5 years. This is possible. The Khadi denim is very popular. In the USA, the Levi's is the company using Khadi denim for making of their jeans. We have good shoes and chappals, where you are using Madhubani painting, Banaras silk, and denim cloth. So my suggestion is this type of different innovation designs are very important. In the honey, our honey is very popular. The high altitude honey from India costing 6,000 rupees per kg in Amazon site. So we can make honey, different type of industries in the village area. It is important for making of Atmanirbhar Bharat. And that is one of the reasons that I will request you that you should think about rural agriculture, tribal, forest area. I remember a lot of people are doing really running good industry in the village area. And this is the time for the country, for Atmanirbhar Bharat, to encourage MSME, handloom, handicrafts, village industry in the rural area. The transport sector reforms, already we are moving towards it. We are making 22 green express highway, 100 airports, waterways, and at the same time, we are now, green power is concerned, as a solar power and wind power, we are moving fast towards our ambitious aim. I feel that this is going to 100% helpful for making us Atmanirbhar Bharat. We are facing the problem of COVID-19. And really MSME is also facing the problem because of that. The whole world is facing the problem. But we need to understand art of living with COVID-19. I am 100% confident that we are going to win this war against COVID-19. I always remember that song of Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji, that kadam se kadam milakar chalna hoga. The second important is कोशिश करने वालों की कभी हार नहीं होती. And the third is हम होंगे कामयाब. The positivity and self-confidence is very important. The negativity, frustration is going to create more complications. This is the time for the people like you who are working in the MSME area to create positivity and self-confidence in the mind of the people. We are making availability of finances, particularly increasing cash flows. We are trying for that. The second, the package is already declared of 3 lakh crore. The second intervention is by handling the MSME in their operational problem. We launch Champions Portal, which has its technology-equipped control rooms spread at over 70 locations of the country. It has emerged as one of the front-runner portals of Government of India is very short form of time. The third pillar of our intervention is use of technology in various ways. We want to make the marketing portal like Alibaba and Amazon. We are already in process of making our own portal, and it is in the process with the cooperation of State Bank. I want to make it as early as possible to create good market for all our small scale industries, handloom, handicrafts, and village industry. The KVIC has to come up with a portal where particularly Khadi village industry products can be displayed and transacted online. I am happy to add that the portal is ready and it will be launched very shortly. We are also working on B2B portal with the use of transaction data for providing finance. We are aggressively adopting the technology categories as a part of industry 4, and we are encouraging the MSME to adopt and manufacture products like sensors, motors, computer displays, and other animation technology. We are working on toys industry. We are now encouraging people to make lithium ion from hardware, the computer hardware waste. We can make it the lithium ion from that. We need different type of technology, innovation, research, the research which is available in the world. We are expecting from our MSME to adopt that, by which we can make a lot of changes. We have started implementing artificial intelligence in the functioning of our ministry, particularly on the Champions Portal. MSME sector has the potential to contribute 50% to the GDP and around 60% to the export market. The sector gives employment about 11 crore people. We also take this up to creating more 5 crore jobs. Innovation is one of the most important factors in knowledge-based economy. Ministry of MSME is also working to set up a number of centers of excellence with IITs, NITs, etc. I am expecting that we need to establish cooperation, coordination, and communication between the government engineering colleges, IITs, private IITs, and our handloom handicraft clusters. We need to take the help from them. We need to develop different type of machinery with the cooperation of IITs, where the people like you can establish good coordination between the stakeholders. IIT Madras is doing a lot of good projects. We are taking the cooperation of all IITs and engineering colleges. We are ready to transfer our technology centers to good IITs for their good functioning and development of new technologies and products for the coir sector for value addition in various products. Indian market is now slowly but surely shifting its focus from imported products to Indian goods, which despite being of better quality sometimes loses the cheaper imports. We need to reduce imports. We need to increase our exports. And for that reason, we need to create awareness in the mind of our MSME people. They are fully competent. They have got a lot of talent resides in the rural, semi-rural areas who produce handicrafts which has international acceptance. Which is urgently needed is the management know-how to make the best use of the available opportunity of the resources. I am very much confident about all this issue and 100% the support of 3 lakh crore of package, that is 3 lakh crore collateral free automatic loans is also very important. 20,000 crore subordinate debt for MSME, 50,000 crore equity infusion through MSME fund of fund. The MSME, those who have export potential, having good bank record, turnover, good income tax record, we are now giving equity to them that they can approach to capital market and raise the fund from the market where they can get FDI funds for that. New turnover based definition of MSME and Ministry of MSME launch a new portal, Udyam registration portal on 1/7/2020. A new champion portal is already launched 1st June 2020. Global tender to be disallowed up to rupees 200 crores. E-market linkage for MSME to be promoted to act as a replacement for trade fairs and exhibitions. FinTech will be used to enhance transaction-based lending using the data generated by the e-marketplace. MSME receivables from government and CPSCs to be released in 45 days. This is one of the crucial problems. I know that the whole problem is not resolved, but I am on the way to resolve this problem. This is very important. Today, it is really a pleasure and pride for me. The people who are getting the awards, particularly the entrepreneur of the year, is very important. The innovation, technology, research is very important, but entrepreneurship is very important. We have all management of business management college, financial management, human resources management, but we don't have entrepreneur management courses. So entrepreneurship is very important. I'm giving special best wishes to them. Women Entrepreneur of the Year, the Ghazal Alag, and Entrepreneur of the Year is Green Dot Health, and Best Export of the Year is Bombay Metric Supply Chain Private Limited. Social Entrepreneur of the Year, Log9. Micro Business Lender of the Year, AZ Finance. Energy Business of the Year, Loomstar Private Limited. I am giving my all best wishes to all award winners, and I will expect them to make good contribution for the development of this country and the economy. And with the cooperation of all of you, we will make #1 economy in the global world, Indian economy in the global world, and making dream of our Prime Minister of Atmanirbhar Bharat 100%. I am confident that we will get cooperation from all the stakeholders. Once again, my best wishes to all of you. Thank you very much. Namaskar.
Thank you very much, Shri Nitinji. It was wonderful to hear you, and also your thoughts of Atmanirbhar Bharat, how you are thinking both how SMEs can use the best Indian resources to make in India, and also it's also at the same time giving out a message to the Indian consumers to buy what is Indian, so that we are able to make India an inclusive growth country. So thank you very much for sharing this vision with us over here today. And with your kind permission, if we can take maybe a couple of questions from this room, just to sort of know what the industry thinks and also your thoughts on what the industry feels. So let me start with maybe Gaurav can ask the first question here.
Namaskar, sir. It's a great honor to have you on the forum, and I think your personal contribution and your vision is a great, and especially what you've done in the transport area and also in the MSME revolution. I think it is a great contribution. So my question is, sir, I represent a industry called franchising, and it is a very big industry globally, and it contributes about $4 trillion globally. We have actually, reached out to MSME ministry multiple times to really put a special focus, because it gives a lot of entrepreneur opportunity, and it is also a great opportunity for brands to take their businesses to different parts. And if some kind of focus can be brought to this industry, I think it can empower a lot of new entrepreneurs in the country and also create employment.
Please give me in detail, particularly what are the problem you are facing. My suggestion is when you get time to come to Delhi, we
Sure,
will
sir.
make interaction with the concerning officer and we will try to find out the way out for that. Presently, I don't have information about it, but exact information is not with me. But we will try to resolve your problem. When you come to Delhi, give it to me. We will sincerely try to solve your problem.
Thank you very much, sir. So I'll prepare a white paper and submit to your office, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
May I request Mr. Animesh Saxena to ask the next question, and if you can please all keep yourselves on mute.
Yeah. Good morning, sir. I am
Please put yourself, Mr. Saxena. We're not able to hear you.
Yes. Nice. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Good morning, sir. I'm Animesh Saxena from FISME. Sir, we greatly admire your support and proactiveness for resolving the MSME issues and taking up issues. Sir, one major issue which I wanted to raise with you, out of this total universe of MSME of more than 6 crores, 99% are in micro sector. And unfortunately, because of the certain limitations, they remain in micro. And one of the major reason is this very high social security cost. If you become a member, the moment you become a member of EPFO and ESI, 30% of the wages goes into both share, employer and employee share. Total is contribution of 30%, which every worker who is starting his career with a minimum wages salary register. So, and that is the reason the employer as well as the worker, they both register to be part of this social security net. So if you can consider, a government can consider, especially for micro, to encourage them to grow and become small and then medium, that social security cost should be reduced, sir. So this is one of the biggest challenge which we are facing. Thank you, sir.
Social security is equally important. Government has moving with lot of schemes by helping to the poor people. My suggestion is you can give some alternative, some solution for that. But ultimately for the future of the poor people, we need to plan some good schemes for them. Otherwise, after their retirement, it is really a very difficult task for them. But still on the line, and the successful practice in the world on the basis of that, if you have some innovative suggestion, we can think about it and we will work on that.
Thank you, sir.
Sure, and I think we can have one question from Mr. Sachindra from Google. If you can please unmute and ask.
नमस्कार गडकरी जी, मैं पिछले 2 साल से I have turned to an entrepreneur and I'm in building India's largest MSME financing platform, which I started by raising roughly around 1,000 crore of capital. Our aspiration is to support minimum 5 million MSMEs in next 5 years. One of the things which I wanted to request that we working with all financial institutions, RBI and Ministry of Finance very closely. But if you can provide us a window or a way or a dedicated officer who can understand the lender's perspective and what we can do in collaboration of Ministry of MSME, it would be very helpful. Because without the participation of or support of MSME Ministry for the lenders, the credit dissemination is really very difficult. Also, we are working very closely with GEM. We have built India's first lending platform for GEM Sahay, and we are hoping that under your guidance, the GEM Sahay financing platform would go live soon. Dhanyavad, sir.
Actually, my suggestion is, with your good suggestion, we are very open-minded. Either you convince us or convinced by us. Our doors are open. Whatever cooperation you need or development of MSME, let us come to us. We will discuss and we will try to find out the way out. My office is open for that. And 100% we will try our level best to change and transform the system. Whatever the good suggestion coming from the market, from any stakeholder, we are always welcoming all the suggestions and we will try to do it. My suggestion is, if you can make good interaction and making relationship with the ministry, we will 100% cooperate you and help you.
Sure. Thank
Thank you very much, Shri Nitinji. That was very helpful. And I think for industry questions, which are much more pointed, we will be in touch with your kind office to see what solutions we can come with. And before I send a warm vote of thanks to Shri Nitinji, I would request if he can just take a few minutes to also honor the award winners at the Entrepreneur Small Business today. Some of the entrepreneurs are present with us. So may I request Muskan if she can just quickly read them out, please.
Sure. The first award in this set, Best Exporter of the Year, and the award goes to Bombay Metric Supply Chain Private Limited. Many, many congratulations to the entire team. Next award in this category, Energy Business of the Year, and the award winner is Loom Solar Private Limited. We have with us Mr. Amod present here collecting the award. Congratulations to Loom Solar Private Limited.
Thank you, thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Rutiji and Franchisee India for organizing such a precious event, and we are privileged to receive this award from Honorable Sir Nitin Gadkari ji. And sir, you are inspiration for all of us. This award motivates us towards fulfilling the dream of India by offering clean electricity for all at affordable cost. Our company Loom Solar, which is born because of a Startup India program in year 2018, we are working in the field of rooftop solar sector. Currently, we have 100+ team and more than 2,500 small business partners associated with us. And we have installed solar system in 50,000 homes. And we are working hard towards fulfilling dream of India for becoming Atmanirbhar Bharat. You have set target of rooftop solar installation of 40 gigawatt by 2022. And we are contributing in a small way to achieve this dream. Thank you so much again for recognizing us. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am.
Best luck to you. Thank you. Thank you.
Congratulations. Our next award, Business of the Year, and the winner is Glad You Came.
Oh, don't minute, Thomas.
We have Maddie here with us. Glad You Came in the leading PR and influencer marketing agency. Many, many congratulations.
Hi, thank you, Muskan. Thank you for the honor. I'm really glad to have this award. Really grateful. I've been just 5 years old, and it's like a big achievement for us to have this award. At this stage when when the COVID is just trying to get away, and I'm very glad to be a part of this award.
Many congratulations to you once again. The award for the Social Entrepreneur of the Year goes to Mr. Karan Rastogi, co-founder and CEO, Help Us Green. Many, many congratulations. Help Us Green is the world's finest lead solution to the monumental temple-based problem. Many, many congratulations. Our next award, Agri Business of the Year, and the winner is Raw and Ruckus Hydroponic Farms. We have Mr. Vikram here collecting the award. Hearty congratulations to the entire team. Here, Mr. Vikram?
Yes. One second.
Sure.
Are you able to see me?
Please no, you're audible, but we'll move on to the next award.
Okay, I would just like to say, this has been a huge encouragement for urban farmers and entrepreneurs like me. At Roy and Ruckus Hydroponic Farms, we believe food can be grown better for us, better for the earth. This in no ways would have been possible without the help and support from my partner Anita, the boys at the farm, and most importantly, the friends of the farm. We still have a long way to go, and we are taking it one harvest at a time. Thank you all so much, and thank you, Mr. Shri Nitin Gadkari ji. Thank you so much.
Hearty congratulations once again. The award for the Woman Entrepreneur of the Year is to Ms. Malika Saddam, founder and CEO of Momsco.
Thank you very much. It's a huge honor to be receiving this award. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, franchisee. Thank you, Ritu.
Many, many congratulations.
Thank you.
And the final award in this set, Entrepreneur of the Year, goes to Mr. Rakesh Varma, CMD and co-founder, MapMy India. Hearty congratulations to the entire team and Mr. Rakesh Varma.
Since Rakesh is not here, it seems, I would go on to extend the vote of thanks to Honorable Shri Nitin ji for joining us here today and taking time to address the small business industry of India, and also telling them the way forward in terms of how they need to go out and achieve the goals that the government has set for our country, and also the goals that they should set for their own businesses in order to grow. Thank you very much, Nitin ji, for joining us here today. It's been a real honor for all of us, and also for the entire industry, a vision and an eye-opener in terms of how they need to plan their business going forward in 2021. As you rightly said, that slowly but surely we're getting out of this pandemic, and only when we are, as a collectively, our vision is together and our innovation is in place, will be able to achieve what we are looking for India. The Atmanirbhar Bharat plan you have set is certainly something we are also going to help at Franchise India and at Entrepreneur, to help entrepreneurs realize this and to be able to achieve it in the best possible way. Thank you very much for joining us today for the Small Business Conference and the awards. Thank you, sir. Thank you for the dignitaries who joined us here today as well. We will now be proceeding with the next sessions and taking the discussion forward. Thank you very much for being part of this panel, and look forward to great discussions during the day with all of you.